running with all sorts of different aids, and we've got horses that run that just got one eye. I spoke to Lucinda before Ryalex made his debut for her at Kelso. When he finished second, he's a winning Irish point-to-pointer. She said he's wearing a hood for cosmetic purposes. And you know why he's wearing a hood? He's only got one ear, Ryalex. Is that right? I've never heard that before.
No, I haven't. You wouldn't have guessed that. That's obviously why. And he said there was a lot of potential in that first run. He jumped out to his right. Going right-handed should help a little bit in that regard, and if he takes a step forward, up an extra quarter of a mile in trip, he would be one of two really interesting players in that race to possibly overturn the likely jolly.
Ryalex, then, we've discussed him briefly earlier on in a little preview. Made his debut under rules when finishing second at Kelso, but one of several Lucinda Russell horses in the race. Is this the most likely of the trio to win for her?
The betting would suggest it is. I'm not too sure if he'd be one for me, but we'll come to Sammy B shortly. There was plenty of promise in his hurdles debut at Kelso, where he jumped progressively right as the race went on.
We've got a loose horse.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one that is at the moment. We'll pick him up when we go for to see a saddlecloth number. But Ryalex made a pretty good start to his career. He was second at Kelso to over 2 mile 2.
It's the 200 to 1 outside a Crook of Devon.
Right, okay. Well, that might not be. There might not be any loss to this racer, because he looks to have a massive amount to find on his second start. But Ryalex, you would expect to see him make a really, a more than average step forward, because the track didn't necessarily play to his strengths last time. As I say, he jumped progressively out to the right. You wouldn't want to do that here, even though this is a right-handed track up the straight, because the hurdles, the rails on the left, and you wouldn't want him to be drifting out into the centre of the course. But I think he'll take a good step forward. This ground should suit him. The extra quarter of a mile as well. And I would certainly expect to see a good deal of improvement on that last run, which he probably will need to, because the bare form of that, he was second to a winner who's rated 107. He probably does need to step up on the bare form.
Riderless prior to the race. That's out. 5 and 10 don't run. It's still a decent little race. Our commentator tonight and tomorrow at Perth is Mark Slater. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Gordon. Thank you very much indeed. And the runner's set to walk forward now with Crook of Devon safely off the course, bringing from a long way behind the tapes here, and starter still to raise his flag. Ryalex leads the runners forward towards the start for our first race this evening. It's the Murray's Hall Hotel and Golf Courses maiden hurdle for the Alan Normal Memorial Trophy. Crook of Devon having been withdrawn, and the starter has raised his flag. And the runners walking in steadily at the 2.5 mile start. Just under 2 circuits ahead of them. Flag falls, tapes go back, and they jump away for the Murray's Hall Hotel and Golf Courses maiden hurdle for the Alan Normal Memorial Trophy, heading towards the first of 10 flights. This flight on the side of the course, and Ryalex, who led them in, has gone into a clear lead on the approach to the first from Traditional Dancer, who will take it in second. Ryalex was out to the right at that first flight of hurdles, and none too clever at the back of the field. Ryalex's stablemate Sammy B, a little untidy in the yellow colours, is just last as they race onto the far side. Well, they jump one flight of hurdles, and Ryalex makes the running, leads by a couple of lengths from Traditional Dancer, the black and yellow. Close up, the well in contention. Another of the Linda Russell contingent here is Ballybill, with the dark cheek pieces, the red with the black chevrons on the body, the grey sleeves, the green and red, the Irish Raider, Richard Johnson in the saddle aboard Blessed King, as they jump the next flight over on the far side, where again Ryalex was out to the right, and again Sammy B on his first start over hurdles was less than fluent at the back of the field. So heading on then towards the next, another one who's racing prominently now is Born of a Tuesday. She's moved up to press Ballybill for third place, just behind Traditional Dancer, and still leading the way is Ryalex. The grey mare Silver Tricks is another one who's racing quite wide, back in the midfield, just behind Carlingford Prince. And then Blessed King on the inside as they jump the next flight of hurdle. And Sammy B, who didn't jump either of the first 2 flights well, has blundered badly at the flight on the turn into the straight. Still in the race, but now 4 lengths behind the last of the main group, which is Christmas in USA. So Sammy B, who won a bumper, then finished at second when trying to carry a penalty at Ayr, has not jumped any of these first 3 flights well on his hurling debut. Making the run into the straight and heading towards the 2 flights that await them. Ryalex has had a clear lead from the start. Ballybill is in pursuit now in second, with the Traditional Prince towards the right, the white face, as they come towards this first of a couple of flights to take in the straight. Ryalex over in a straighter line that time, one that wasn't too Fluent in the mid-division of that one was the Born of a Tuesday. She's just dropped back behind the leading group. Carlingford Prince still races in the mid-pack, with going the shortest way in the green colours Blessed King. Still towards the rear at this stage is Christmas in the USA. As Ryalex wasn't fluent there, was out-jumped by Traditional Prince, a traditional dancer, having a first start for Ian Jardine this evening. And Traditional Dancer has moved into the lead as they come up to past the stands. Jumped that flight really well, and he's 2 lengths clear. Ryalex in second, and then in third is Ballybill. Next on the inside races Blessed King. Alongside Blessed King is Born of a Tuesday. A length away then Carlingford Prince. Sammy B, despite some jumping errors, is now with the main group. He's alongside Christmas in the USA, and the back marker is Silver Tricks as they race past their departure points and head out towards the far side of the course in this Murray's Hall Hotel and Golf Course's maiden hurdle for the Alan Normile Memorial Trophy. The new leader is Traditional Dancer, jumping that flight of hurdles. Silver Tricks was rather slow at the back of the field. Ryalex is back in second now, a good 3 or 4 lengths behind Traditional Dancer, who in the hands of Shane Shortall has pressed on going down the far side, and now under a 6-length lead as they go down the back straight. Little between third and fourth, Born of a Tuesday and Ballybill, who raced together, and 2 lengths to in fifth place, just behind that leading group, Blessed King. And then Sammy B, who's made some progress in the yellow with the black and yellow hoop cap now in the mid-division as Traditional Dancer jumps the flight over on the far side safely. And Ryalex has not jumped fluently, has been passed for second place as they go down the far side by Born of a Tuesday. Improving now, switched off the fence, is Blessed King. He's joined Ballybill. They're just in behind the leading trio. Then 3 or 4 lengths to the next in the field as they make this right-hander at the far end of the course, and that's the improving Sammy B alongside Carlingford Prince. And just behind them is Christmas in the USA. This is 3 from home. Traditional Dancer clear by 4. Born of a Tuesday took it alongside Ryalex second and third, having moved up. Blessed King drops back there. He's passed once again by Ballybill, then 4 lengths to Carlingford Prince. Another 2.5 back to Sammy B ridden alongside Christmas in the USA, and the back marker is Silver Tricks. But Traditional Dancer took it up passing the stands and has got a clear lead, and he's got most of these off the bridle behind. Traditional Dancer on his first start for Ian Jardine is a good 6 lengths clear. Ryalex is strongly driven in second by Derek Fox to try and make some sort of impression. Also being driven is Blessed King. Then comes Born of a Tuesday, but they're heading towards the final 2 flights of hurdles, and jumping 2 from home it will be Traditional Dancer with a sizable advantage. Ryalex over in second, and then follows the improving Carlingford Prince in the white and blues coming through to take third. Blessed King at the 1 pace is next, and then further back trying to make some late progress Christmas in the USA, but heading towards this final flight it is Traditional Dancer, a long way clear. Race at his mercy at the last, not his best jump of the night by any means, but he's over safely. Ryalex, who's jumped out to the right on occasions and jumped sloppily on others, is back in second. Blessed King keeping on past Carlingford Prince, but this is an easy win for Traditional Dancer in the hands of Shane Shortall, and wins at the first time of asking for Ian Jardine. Over the line in second was Ryalex, back in third place Blessed King, and in fourth was Carlingford Prince.